Hi guys, welcome back to Reading Euphoria. My name's Georgia and this is Steve.
Hello.
Steve's been in a video before. What video were you in before? What did we do
Boyfriend
before?
tag.
Oh yeah, we did the boyfriend tag before. Remember to look at the camera when you're doing that.
I am.
Okay, just making sure you're not looking at yourself. And we're in matching, so I've got a brown jumper on and then you were like, oh, what should I wear? And I picked that out for him so we could be matching. Because we're cute.
Goals.
Couple goals.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Right, so today we are doing something a little bit different. We are going to be showing Steve a load of book covers and he's got to try and work out or create something in his head that he thinks the book is about by the title and what is on the front cover. And then we will then, after he's kind of made a guess, we will then say actually what the book is about.
This might take a while.
Yeah, this might take a while. We've got 10 books.
I'm hungry.
We are hungry. We're going to have dinner in a minute though, aren't we? Well, in a little while once we finish this. Right, so shall we start with the first book?
Go for it.
Right, okay, first book is That Night by Amy Giles. Right, what do you think that's about?
I reckon it's something that has happened. I reckon it's a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
It has it on the cover.
Show the cover.
Let's, for the purpose of this demonstration, call them Dan and Shannon.
Dan and Shannon.
They wear the same shoes all the time.
Hi Dan and Shannon. No, Amelia and Adam do.
They all do.
They all do. They're our friends, by the way.
My friends. She hasn't got any.
Hey,
I reckon it's about something that happened on that night.
Yeah.
That made them fall in love or fall in and out of love or...
What do you reckon happened on that night?
That night?
Yeah.
I reckon...
Come on, you've got a creative
I'm trying to think
mind.
of something that's PG that I could probably get away with
we
saying
don't
on
need
YouTube.
PG.
We kind of do. I reckon one of her friends committed or died on an overdose. Right. So then he found her and they
fell in love.
Fell in love and got frisky.
Got kinky. Right, should we actually read what the book is actually about?
Yeah, okay. I thought my one was better.
One night in March, a terrible tragedy shook the Queen's neighbourhood where Jessica Nolan and Lucas Rossi live. The year since the shooting has played out differently for Jess and Lucas, both of whom were affected by that night in deeply personal and eerily similar ways. Lucas has taken up boxing and lives under the ever-watchful eye of his overprotective parents, while trying to put good into the world through random acts of kindness to pay back a debt he feels he owes to the universe and his deceased brother. Jess struggles to take care of her depressed mother with the help of her elderly next-door neighbour and tries to make ends meet. Without her best friend who's across the country at a special post-trauma boarding school and her brother who died that night, Jess feels totally alone in the world. When Jess's and Lucas's paths cross at their shared after-school job, they start to become friends and then more. Their community and their families were irrevocably changed by a senseless act of violence. But as Jess and Lucas fall in love, they'll learn to help each other cope and move forward together. So you were kind of right in the fact
they fall in love.
Yeah, but obviously you didn't get the shooting part and you didn't get about her depressed mum and all stuff like this. But
I'm taking a point.
I'll give you half a point. Half a
1-0.
point. Half a point.
1-0.
No, I don't think that really counts. Half, 0.5. The next book that we have is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. So, on the cover you've got a girl, if it focuses.
There you go.
There you go. Right, what do you reckon that one's about?
Peculiar Night.
Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
She don't look all there, does she?
No, she doesn't.
Like a bit of a peculiar child, doesn't she?
Yeah, that's what the title is.
I imagine it's about peculiar children and something like this girl here. It's kind of giving me the heebie-jeebies a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like schizophrenia. You know the geezer out of, what's the follow-up Harry Potter films?
Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts. You know that he's not all there and he's like all right, dark and gloomy. He's got like an inner beast.
Yeah.
Something like that, where she's like this little bit of a freaky beast.
A bit, she's got like an inner, like a
inner
ghost.
devil sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's not all there in the head, and she like lifts stuff and does stuff that's she probably shouldn't do.
So she's a bit possessed, do you think?
Yeah, she looks like her head's about the twist 360.
Right, okay.
And they look up there. It looks like there's like a little wolf.
Yeah, show the people we are on camera.
They're not going to see that because it's like
Make it focus.
Focus. See, I told you. Up here, it looks like, you can't see it in this, but it looks like there's like a little 2 eyes there and a little wolf. I'm clutching at straws a bit there. It just looks creepy, doesn't it?
Right, should we read what it's actually about?
Yeah, go on.
A mysterious island, an abandoned orphanage, or you didn't get that. A strange collection of peculiar photographs. It all waits to be discovered in Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, an unforgettable novel that mixes fiction and photography in a thrilling reading experience. As the story opens, a horrific family tragedy sets 16-year-old Jacob journeying on a remote island off the coast of Wales, where he discovers the crumbling ruins of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. As Jacob explores its decaying bedrooms and hallways, it becomes clear that Miss Peregrine's children were more than just peculiar. They may have been dangerous, they may have been quarantined on a desert island for good reason, and somehow, impossible though it seems, they may still be alive. I don't think that you get a point for this one, because all you really got was that the girl was a little bit possessed and weird.
Well, she is, isn't she?
Yeah, I know, but you didn't really, you need to give it a storyline, and that was, you didn't give anything like that.
Fine.
So, 0 points for this one. Now is good.
You need to smack my head with that.
Oh, sorry. Now is Good by Jenny Downham. What do you reckon this one's about?
Now is Good.
Yeah.
Is about this girl on the front. I reckon she was a bit of a loser at school.
Right.
And she's now found her way with this handsome old chappie. Who's actually got quite similar facial hair to me.
Yeah, he does.
I.e. shit.
An extra.
Yeah, so I reckon she was a bit of a loser. She got with him. Everything's fallen into place, but she's again not like fully all there. Surprised, I bet it never says that they've been to the toilet. It never does. Never see someone going for a poo in a film or in a book. That's not something that happens. So I don't reckon they went to the loo.
No,
the whole book.
Probably not.
No poops were involved in the making of this book. I reckon she's maybe like at the end of school when she's having a hard time and he helps sort her out, but maybe like her mum's died in the past, or she's got short hair, so I don't want to say something like that, but maybe she's had cancer. And it's part of her recovery process potentially. I thought that's quite a good one. That.
Tessa is 16. Tessa is dying. But before that moment comes, she has an awful lot of living to do. She's made a list of everything she wants to do before she dies. Number 1 is sex, starting tonight. Heartbreaking, devastating, yet sparkling with life, this international best-selling novel celebrates what it is to be alive by confronting what it's really like to die. So basically, Tessa is dying from cancer. And she's been like living with it for a long time, and it then gets to the point where she basically says that she doesn't want the treatment anymore because it's making her feel too ill. She then falls in love with Jeremy, I think his name is.
Poor name, innit?
I can't remember his
name. Not a
name.
good name, that.
No, it's not really a good name. Or maybe that's his name in real life. I can't remember. So she then falls in love with him, and then she then passes away at the end. So, you were really good on that one.
I get a point.
Yeah, you get a point for that one. So you're on 1.5 points.
I'll take that, 50%. Of the available points I've earned.
Not 50%, babe.
How many points, how many books have we done?
You could have got
3.
Oh,
how many? Yeah, well done. Apparently there's a GCSE in maths.
The next one is I Was Dead for 13 minutes, now I want to know why. Well, I think she's called 30 minutes, but yeah.
Well, there's not a lot to go on by the cover. Apart from, I was dead for 13 minutes. I'm going to take it that she died for 13 minutes. And now, right, going on the hunch here, she wants to know why. So yeah, she died.
She come back to life.
Come back, loving life with her ginger locks. And wants to know why she died. And maybe it's a quest to find out the knowledge, maybe try and find out the doctor that saved her or some malark like that, and it's like a journey to find the geezers who know the answers. Okay,
sounds good. I don't remember how I ended up in the icy water, but I do know this: it wasn't an accident. They say you should keep your friends close and your enemies closer, but sometimes it's hard to tell them apart. My friends love me, I know they do, but that doesn't mean they didn't try to kill me. Ooh. I think that you'll get half a point for that because you just kind of stated what was on there, but you did kind of like imagine something to actually happen, but obviously you didn't get the full thing. So we'll go with half.
Again, still on 50% of all the points available.
Okay, yeah. So you're on 2 points at the moment. Right, the next one. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstein. This is the cover. Beautiful cover. What do you think of this one?
I imagine that it's... I think this geezer here...
This geezer.
Is,
bend down if you get closer.
Sorry, I'm just not used to this. I reckon this guy here, I reckon is like, what movie are we going to watch?
Greatest Showman.
Greatest Showman. I reckon he's like a main performing act.
Like the master,
the entertainer
of the
sort of thing. Yeah, he looks like he's got a bit of swag.
A bit of swag.
So I reckon then this is either his glamorous assistant, because there's cards and stuff falling out of her dress and a bird.
Yeah.
So I reckon maybe then he like kind of woos
Take
her.
the title into consideration.
At a circus. Well, yeah, he's the geezer that runs a circus.
Yeah. What's the first word?
Night.
Yeah.
And
So
then
it's a circus.
At night.
Yes.
Well, yeah, obviously. So he reckons I reckon he woos her and at nighttime circus stuff, and then I reckon the red bit is symbolising her like falling in love with him and him like. But I reckon he's got like way too much swag to actually still love her. I reckon he's just in it for a bit of action.
So you just think it's a love story?
No, I reckon it's more of a story about him smashing out this circus industry.
Yeah.
And like having this woman sort of wrapped around his finger but not being interested while performing all these like ridiculous magic tricks on her.
Okay, so you think it's magic as well?
I reckon so.
Okay, so the circus arrives without warning, no announcements precede it. It is simply there when yesterday it was not. That's basically all you've got to go by. Playful and intensely imaginative, Erin Morgenstern has created the circus I have always longed for. This is a marvellous book.
How am I going to get any points for that then?
Well, because I know that it's like the Night Circus, so it's like a fantasy, so it comes alive at night.
Oh.
I'm going to give you a point for that because you did quite well in like imagining it. Yeah. So you're on 3 points.
3 points out of 5?
Yeah.
Sick.
Right, next one. The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. Go. This is the cover.
The bad thing is, you've told me about this book.
Oh, have I?
But I don't remember.
Oh. You should listen to me.
So the Unexpected Everything.
Yeah.
I reckon it's about. I want to say it's got something to do with these dogs, but I think I remember you talking about the dogs. But maybe it's about these dogs actually talk, right?
Okay.
And this one's got like this, like the pug's got that like little croaky, like sort of voice going on. He's really yappy. This one sounds really dumb.
Dumb, okay.
This guy here is like almost like a crack addict dog. Like he's just like, off his face constantly. And then that's a girl.
Right.
And then that's like the boy hero type of dog that like bounces up really high and catches the ball and stuff like that. So and then I reckon she's the dog walker.
Yeah.
And she's the only one that knows the dogs can talk.
Right.
And then when he takes her back to the owners, then he's like, "No, love, you're taking something."
Okay.
And yeah, they end up like playing an important role in her life and like doing stuff.
Okay. That's very imaginative. Not quite. The book isn't quite that. No.
I reckon it's pretty similar. I reckon I'm gonna get at least half a point here.
No, I don't think so. Before the scandal, Andy has important plans, and 0 of them involve walking an insane amount of dogs, being in the same house as her dad or hanging out with Clark. Now there's a whole summer stretching out in front of Andy without a plan, and Andy always sticks to the plan. But here's the thing, if everything's always mapped out, you can never find the unexpected, and where's the fun in that?
So she's a dog walker?
She's a dog walker, yes.
Dog walker? A dog walker?
She is a dog walker, she does that as her summer job, but the whole point of this book is the unexpected everything, so it's not having a plan and kind of not having the perfect plan doesn't always work out, and just because it doesn't work out doesn't mean it's the end of the world, and you can still have a great summer.
Right, well, I'm taking half a point.
Okay, half a point. Half a point for the unexpected everything. So
I feel like my story would have been really interesting.
It would have been really interesting. What are we
We're
on?
3.5 out of a potential 6 points.
Okay.
So I'm over 50%.
Right, let's carry on. Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson.
Oh, again, I'm pretty sure have you read this?
Yeah, I have read this.
She's told me about this.
But I knew that you wouldn't remember, so I may as well just include them in this.
Truly Devious. So, not a lot to go by the cover, apart
No.
from blue and sort of some leaves and stuff like that. But I think
Yeah.
that's just to try and make it look good rather
Probably.
than actually having anything to do with the story.
Yeah. So take Truly Devious.
So I reckon it's about a girl, potentially a couple, who are mischievous and are trying to frame somebody else, maybe for like a murder or something like that. I reckon they're just like almost like playing a prank on someone, trying to get someone else into trouble for something that they haven't actually done, and then it's this group of people that are trying to sort of frame someone else.
Okay.
I reckon. I'm not. Yeah, that's a tough one because there's not a lot to go by.
So, true. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, so it's just gonna take forever. Truly Devious is based on the character of Stevie Bell. Do you remember me saying about Stevie? And you were like, "Oh, she's got the same name as me." Yeah. Remember that? No, you don't remember that. Okay. So basically, she goes to Ellingham Academy, which is a famous private school, and she is basically a detective. And in 1936, Albert Ellingham's wife and sister went missing, and Stevie basically wants to solve what happened to them. And Truly Devious comes from a letter that Albert Ellingham got sent, and it was signed off by Truly Devious. So, yeah.
Right, okay.
And the sequel comes out in January, so I'm really excited about that. So, I think you got 0 points for that. I don't think that you're...
3.5 out of 7, 50% of the points.
Yeah, okay, right. Orphan Monster Spy by Matt Keelan. Not really a lot to go by on the cover here.
You've also definitely read this.
Yeah, I have. There's a little bit there that you can...
The deadliest weapon is a girl with nothing to lose. I'm a weapon.
Of course you are. Orphan Monster Spy.
Orphan Monster Spy. So this girl is an orphan. She's a bit of a beast. And she spies on people because she's got nothing to lose. So I reckon she's trying to prove something or find something out that no one else believes is true. So because she's got nothing to lose, she's going all guns blazing. That's why she's a monster, because she's not holding back.
Okay.
Yeah, she's an orphan and she's spying on something or someone. Maybe something was taken from her when she was younger. Maybe her mum and dad have died, so she's now trying to find out what happened to her parents, and she doesn't believe that the story she's been told is the case. She wants something else, maybe along them lines.
Right, I'm giving you half a point for this one because her mum is dead.
Right, okay.
So basically, Sarah's played many roles, but now she forces the most challenging of all, because there's only one way for a Jewish orphan spy to survive at a school for the Nazi elite, and that's to become a monster like them. Basically, she is being a spy for this, I think it's like English government spy, and he is basically sent her on a mission to go into a Nazi boarding school and to find out kind of what they're getting up to.
Right, okay.
And she's a Jewish girl, so obviously...
I'll take my half point.
Take half point?
Half point.
What are you on? 4 out of 8?
4 out of 8.
Right, next one. The Forgotten Time by Sharon Guskin. So on the cover, you've got a little house, and it's called The Forgotten Time. Go for it.
So, Forgetting Time. A little house on the cover. Oh, so she's like cut out. Oh!
I know, it's cool.
Through it.
So you've got the yellow page behind it.
There's the lights are on. It's quite
Yeah,
cool.
it does look like the lights are on. Well done.
Noah is 4 and wants to go home. The only trouble is he's already there. Forgetting Time. Maybe it's like a darker version of Home Alone. Right? So it's a little cottage house. It's sort of out in the forest or in a field, like an old farmer house sort of thing. And somehow he's been sort of left there, or he's there with like maybe like a bit of a dodgy uncle.
Right.
So that's now where his home is, but he doesn't want to be there because it's really rough.
Right.
So he wants to leave, but he can't. But the Forgetting Time is the bit that he's like trying to. No one knows he's there because they're sort of out in the outback maybe. And he's trying to forget time so that it goes quicker sort of thing, so he's not sitting there feeling sorry for himself and realising that he's been there for like months and months and months and stuff like that. So he's trying to escape to like a better place because he's kind of stuck there.
Okay. Noah is a little boy who knows things he shouldn't and remembers things he should have forgotten. Because as well as being a 4-year-old called Noah, he remembers being a 9-year-old called Tommy. He remembers his house, his family, his mother, and now he wants to go home. 2 boys, 2 mothers, 1 unforgettable story. So basically, there's all these things about when, like, a kid gets to, like, the age of 4, he remembers being someone else that's kind of died, and
kind of, or have
that have died, sorry, but they're somewhere else in the world, so they've never met this person that you remember to be, and it's basically based on that. So you get 0 points for that one. Sorry, gorgeous. Right, and the last book. Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe. This is the cover. Go.
Aristotle and Dante discover the... Have you read this?
Yes. I read it before that we got together, though.
Oh. I was going to say, this does not look like a Georgia book.
Definitely is a Georgia book.
Well, there's not a lot. There's these weird little symbols, but I don't know if these are actual symbols from book awards or if it's the cover.
They're book awards.
Right, well, they don't help me out, do they? So there's an old Ford truck out in the fields. Most of the cover is these drawings over the sky. So maybe they spend a lot of time sort of looking at the stars. Maybe they've found like sort of a tomb, like an Egypt thing, or like some old writing on the rocks.
Right. That
sort of talk about these aliens or talk about this other sort of world sort of thing.
Okay.
And then try and like piece it together to see if it's all true, and then like find a little bit of evidence of like what these ancient people saw in the sky and have written on the walls, and so they spend a lot of time in their truck.
Right, okay.
It's either that or it's about 2 gay boys that love each other. It's one of the 2. Not sure what way.
What one are you going for?
I don't know. Because my one sounds so much cooler, my first one, but I feel like this is the sort of book where it's got all these awards on it that it's going to be about gay people.
Right.
Because they love giving awards to them sort of books because it's all liberal and new age.
Yeah.
I don't know if liberal's the right word, I might have just...
No, it's just about promoting the LGBT community.
Yeah.
So what one are you going for? This all depends on your point.
Why do I have... Oh, so is one of them along the right lines?
One of them is completely wrong. One of them is right.
Right, it's about gay people.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Dante can swim, Ari can't. Dante is articulate and self-assured. Ari has a hard time with words and suffers from self-doubt. Dante gets lost in poetry and art. Ari gets lost in thoughts of his older brother who is in prison. Dante is fair-skinned, Ari's features are much darker. It seems that a boy like Dante, with his open and unique perspective on life, would be the last person to break down the walls that Ari has built around himself. But against all odds, when Ari and Dante meet, they develop a special bond that will teach them the most important truths of their lives and help define the people they want to be. But there are big hurdles in their way, and only by believing in each other and the power of their friendship can Ari and Dante emerge stronger on the other side. So they are friends, they then fall in love with each other, and they then have a gay relationship.
Hey, a point.
So what are you on?
5.
5 out of 10.
I think that's
I'm proud of you. That's good. I'm actually quite surprisingly happy. And most of those as well, you did actually get half of a point for each of them, and they just added up over time, rather than getting 5 books completely right and 5 books completely wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
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 So I think that that's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that you've enjoyed Steve's imagination with what he can come up for all of these books.
I am tired. I've been at work all day, alright? It's been a long day. I'm hungry.
Are you ever going to read any of these books?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
That's probably. Why am I putting that? No.
Right, thanks for watching, guys, and
Bye.
I will see you again soon. Bye.